Tomorrow is Election Day, and in Holyoke, voters will be asked whether to approve a measure that would see property taxes in the city increase for up to 30 years. The money would fund 2 new middle schools. I spoke with proponents of the project, State Representative Aaron Vega and Holyoke Superintendent Stephen Zrike, about the details and a number of concerns raised by opponents about the impact of those buildings.
The 2 building proposal had to do with the educational vision for the school district, which was, to move the system to an elementary, middle, and high school system, distinct levels. Right now we have K-8 schools or pre-K to 8 schools, and from the time of my arrival, I'd heard a lot of negative feedback about that model, and I saw firsthand how it was hard to create specialized programs for the middle school grades, having so many grades spread out in one building. And our buildings were designed specifically for elementary schools. The only building that we have is our worst building, Peck School, that was initially designed as a middle school. And it's unfortunate because it was so poorly designed at the time, and now, we're 4 decades out from the construction of that. 5 decades out from the construction of that facility. So it really was to move the system to a model that we thought was in the best interest of the academic outcomes. While it's great to think about having new facilities for students and state-of-the-art facilities, it goes beyond that. It's also about moving the system to a model that our staff, our students, and families have been asking us to make ever since the system moved in the mid-2000s to a pre-K to 8 model.
And you mentioned, 5 decades since the construction of one of the buildings there. What's the usable life of a school building these days considered? What's the usable life considered to be?
Yeah, it's about 5 decades. I mean, I think 50 years is what folks typically say. Unfortunately, the Peck building was poorly designed from the start in a time period where buildings that were built much earlier were set up to be much more conducive than the buildings in the 70s construction look like. Circular hallways. There are rooms in that facility that don't have windows. Very poor ventilation, heating, cooling. There are significant safety issues in that facility, and there are significant health concerns that have prompted us also to want to look at new construction.
Representative Vega, for your point, you represent Holyoke, obviously. There's a lot of passion around this issue there. You two represent the yes to invest sort of side of this discussion. There are people who are also opposed to this project, and I'll get into that specifically in a bit. But for you, why is this project something that you're putting your support behind?
Sure. Well, I think a couple of things. The opportunity for us on November 5th, that's before us, allows us to build those 2 middle schools, for the price of what's happening in other districts for 1 school. So this is really, fiscally responsible, what we're trying to do, build 2 new middle schools that are almost identical in design. So that's a lot of cost savings. I support it because I think that what we've seen now in Holyoke is so much of the advancements that we're doing in our educational system, so much of the parents and families coming back to our school system, making it their first choice. And the big concern for a lot of the parents who are younger parents, or the kids like myself with kids in kindergarten or pre-K, we want to know what the future looks like. And I think that we're looking at it, we really want to see, the K-5 model, middle school, that offers a robust science and arts and all the things that we don't have right now that we want to do. That's what's moving towards, and this will allow us to do that and really prepare those kids for high school and beyond. So for me, it's both about economic development, it's about attracting more businesses and families to Holyoke. I mean, we all know that when families look at areas to move to, they look at the school system. We all know that when businesses look at areas, they're going to look at what's the educated workforce look like. So this is a win-win to me on all those fronts. And it's an opportunity for us to, once again, take advantage of the state money. We've been paying for everybody else's schools to be built for 30 years. We haven't built anything since Dean Tech. So one penny of the sales tax goes to the MSBA, to the Mass School Building Authority. So everyone in Holyoke's been paying for everybody else's schools to be built. It's time that we capitalize and invest on that.
You talked about money, you talked about cost. Those are a few things that people who are opposed to this project have raised concerns about. And they say that, there's a cost projection here. How can you be sure that your estimates are accurate? They're very concerned that this is, to your point, the cost of 1 school building in other communities, and you're building 2.
Right, we're building 2 for that same cost of those. projections are projections. I mean, we base our state budget on projections every year, and they're thankfully pretty close. And this is not just Dr. Zrike and I projecting this. This is professionals that do this. This is the architects. This is the MSBA. The MSBA needs to be recognized as our lender, as our bank. They're doing the projections with us. They're looking at the financial forecast for the Commonwealth and for our local municipality. And when we talk about forecasts, the reason we call it a forecast is because if we take the snapshot today of the tax base in Holyoke, this is what it would look like. Those of us that are optimistic about Holyoke, and thankfully more people are optimistic about what's going on in Holyoke and the future of Holyoke, if we look at already, I mean, Amazon is building a distribution center. They're not paying taxes yet. That's a new tax base. Would be a pretty significant tax base. We've got the cannabis industry that will open up facilities in the next 2 or 3 years. So the projections of the forecast looks like these things that aren't even online are going to be online in 2 or 3 years, so that when we go out to bond and that tax burden does come to our taxpayers, it will be less than it is right now, because hopefully that tax picture will be better.
When you talk about the issue of taxes, estimated about $130 per family or per person who has a single family house in Holyoke.
$190,000 range, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So about $130 increase for that person's tax bill. That's a sizable chunk of change you're asking people to consider here.
It is. It is. It's $130 a year. I mean, $10 to $15 a month. I mean, my mom herself, is on a fixed income. I know lots of people are. I think that we have, opportunities, especially for seniors, to look at, ways to, easements and tax breaks that they can do and work off programs, both locally and state. But I think about, what else we spend money on every month. What's costs us $30, $40, $50, $60, right? Our Comcast bill, our Verizon bill, our cell phones. I mean, it's a monthly bill. It does go up. But I think, again, when you look at Holyoke and the services, that we have, trash pickup, and we don't pay for recycling pickup, and we have leaf pickup where other communities are charging for that, right? That we have, one of the best municipal electric and gas rates in the entire Commonwealth, right? I mean, so you take any home or business in Holyoke, and people talk about our tax rate being high, especially on businesses, and it will be a bigger hit to businesses, of course. But you take that, any business that's in Holyoke or any home, and put it in West Springfield or in Chicopee, Amherst or Northampton, their tax bill will be the same, if not more, because the values are more in those other communities. Our values are depressed in Holyoke. So as our values go up, that rate can come down. And again, that's a positive forecast. And what working with the state council and the mayor, that's what we hope to do in the future, is to bring our values up and the rate down.
Superintendent, another thing that this series of projections, these proposals are based on, is the fact that the school system would contribute $1 million to this process. And again, those opposed to this have said, that's not a legal binding contract. Yes, today the school district is saying, in good faith, we intend to give this money. But what happens? It's a lean year and the school budget comes in and school committee looks at it and says, we can't afford this year. What happens then?
Well, I would point out that the Commissioner of Education wrote a letter explaining that and supporting the decision, and also confirming that this arrangement can be made. We felt like it was important for us to contribute to the project, and we knew we were able to be innovative and creative in our service agreements with the city and the services we purchase from the city, which are allowable expenses as part of net school spending for schools. And that is just the minimum that the state gives school districts. We don't expect that to change at all. So that's not that would not be impacted by whether it was a lean year for the city of Holyoke or not. And the other thing I'd point out is we also believe that we're asking folks in the city to support what is which is a significant, significant proposal. And we thought that it was, we had been asked, what can we do? And we did something that really no other school district has done or offered to do in the state of Massachusetts, because we understood that the implications for the taxpayers of Holyoke. I would also point out that to your earlier question, but related to this, is the notion that when new schools are built in a community, all the evidence suggests brings tremendous interest and demand, increases enrollment in a community, increases housing values. We've seen that in communities like Greenfield. We've seen that in Granby, which are local communities where folks come back to the school system. We're very excited that we have more demand than we ever have for some of our programs at the elementary school level that Holyoke hasn't seen in a long time. And we had to turn away families because of the demand for our dual language program. These are families that are making a decision to invest and commit to Holyoke, and we think that with providing a clear path, like Mr. Vega mentioned, for these students through middle school and to high school can only be beneficial to the economic development and the future growth of the city of Holyoke.